Racers. Oh, hello. We started. Hi everybody. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, welcome in. KFD&D Season 2, Episode 15. Starting soonish. Welcome into Kentucky Fried Dice. If you're new to the channel, hello. Glad to have you. It's a delight to meet you, and I hope you enjoy what we see here. We're a community-focused channel based out of Kentucky, hence the name Kentucky Fried Dice. We thought that was hilarious. Anyway, we are variety streamers, and we'll do D&D sometimes, and video games, and just we'll just sometimes watch a beautiful man eat bread, and that's just all the entertainment you need. We love ducks do like bread. But you should not feed ducks bread because it does not have nutritional value for them, and they will fill up on it and expect it and not get the food they actually need. This has been your animal. I hope so. Just picturing that right now. We like to start every one of our streams off with happy news. And as some of you might be aware, I believe it's Trey Parker and Matt Stone bought Casa Bonita a little while ago from South Park fame. And they were shutting down for major renovations. And during that time, typically what restaurants do is fire all their employees, say, see you later, good luck, bye-bye, and maybe reapply when we reopen. They didn't do that because they're not jerks. They hired and they are paying their staff throughout the renovations, excuse me. But now it gets better because you know how to make yourself a better employee and more people, want to hire you typically. They are, while the renovations are happening, they're paying their employees still, as we mentioned before, but they're teaching them to learn a second language. Those that primarily speak English are learning Spanish. Those who primarily speak Spanish are learning English, which is going to, help their customers, help everyone. And again, just not being jerks and taking care of their employees. So good on them. The full article is posted on our Discord under the Happy News section, which is under our Twitch section of the Discord. If you want to join that, you can. It's free, I think. Yeah, it's definitely free. Maybe a fun thing to start charging for. Hey, KFD Mom. Here is the Discord link. And yeah, I think that's all I got. Oh, also, you might have noticed in the slideshow some new character art done by the amazingly talented Burger Bun, aka Bethany, aka Chime. If you have a spare moment, and you might, even during stream, check out her Patreon website there, or you can go to burgerbun.com and look at all of her fantastic art, stickers, and such. I've got some donut stickers somewhere and some other cool things. Make sure you get something. Support an amazing artist who's doing cool things. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to have some big Givers and Gamers news that I can't give you now. I have to wait until October 1st. But next week will be after October 1st. And then you will have a flood of Givers and Gamers news. So make sure you are ready and excited and getting ready for our next Givers and Gamers, which the official event will happen in February. But there could be some other cool things happening before then. Like maybe you can sign up and register as a fundraiser real soon. Hint, hint, hint. That means sign up and register. That's, I think, all I have in terms of news and such. Thank you all so much for understanding last night. Jillian was going to stream some board games, and I needed a break just in general. And she also needed a break, turns out. So just some other stuff going on, and we decided not to stream. So thank you all for being understanding. We will be more consistent in the future, probably, maybe, who knows, just a hobby. Anyway, players, y'all got any good news, anything you want to share, or are we gonna hop on into it? Cool. Let's hop on in. Isn't it though? I was Jill and I were talking about like, as a Twitch streamer, it's really hard not to look at your numbers. Like sometimes during the stream, sometimes after the stream. And it can get disheartening. Like it really can. When you see like small numbers on there. But this is the one stream that I don't look, I don't care. Like I'm playing D&D with my friends. And if people want to watch that, cool. If they don't want to watch it, cool. Like I'm playing D&D, I'm having a good time, and that's really all that matters. And hopefully that shows. And if it doesn't, whatever. Like I'm gonna play some D&D. So with that, we should do a recap. And I haven't done we usually do a pre-stream shot, and I'm a little behind. So let's just sneak this in. It's Evan Williams. Oh, it's a little spicy. It's good. It's that good spice. Oh, yours is the Tennessee honey, right? Sometimes that little whiskey burn as it goes down is good in the fall. It's just better. It's the best time of year for it. All right. Bethany, you going to read the recap or somebody else? Cool. Let's do it. Okay. Sorry, I thought I had everything ready, and I have one little bitty thing that we're still working on. So in Epochs Goes, door shut. Kind of, I imagine Ken likely holding the door shut so Epochs can't get out. And at first you hear what sounds to be some muffled speaking that you can make out that it's at least two distinct voices at first, but the words themselves are not clear, and the conversation doesn't seem heated at all. And then maybe some hissing, something like that. It does sound like another voice is speaking, and it sounds like you've heard it enough. The words and speech of Yuan Ti. A couple of seconds pass, and at first there's just a kind of blood-curdling scream from within, followed by these just guttural growls and just more screams, and definitely the sounds of a fight happening on the other side of the door. Okay. Give me just 1 second, because I was updating the tokens with the new art and didn't finish that process because sometimes I'm a slacker. Okay. Final answer. Y'all are open the door, right? Got it. Roll initiative. Make sure y'all are on the right map now, which you should be. Oh, I should have had the... That you seemingly did. Okay, doors are open. Let me probably... Oh, come on. What are you doing? I swear, sometimes roll 20. Just want to switch layers. I just want to switch layers so I can delete the section in front of you. Cool, I can't. Whatever. I'm just moving on in the building. I'm just not dealing with it today. Just that's the kind of energy we're dealing with. Okay. Roll 20 is kind of rolling a lot of natural ones, apparently. Which is fine. So in front of you, you see a hybrid kind of creature. It looks like it's maybe half man, half rat. A short sword at his side, kind of sticking through the abdomen of one of the Yuan-ti as blood trickles out of the Yuan-ti's mouth. A second half man, half rat kind of creature looks back at you nervously. Oh, let's see. KFD mom says can't hear. Oh, that is probably why. There we go. That should fix it. Looking back, kind of fearful in its eyes, and maybe a bit of shame. Drawing a short sword from its belt and looking at the Yuan-ti, kind of rushing forward just a bit. We'll refer to those were-rats. One is red, and the other as green, or the dots on them. And then the Yuan-ti quickly succumbing to its wound and just dead as the short sword pierces through its abdomen, rips up, and the first well, it's a were-rat. You all figured that out pretty quick. Definitely some were-rats here. Where your buddy is? No idea. Definitely gone. Definitely. Totally is gone. And you can hear some shouts and hisses as more of these Yuan-ti are coming into the main section of this what looks to be a warehouse, a relatively well-stocked warehouse. But with that, James, you're up first. What do you want to do?
Okay. To ready in action is the action, right?
Correct.
Okay. Does this were-rat in front of us look like aggressive to us?
It looked back at you and looked ashamed, but it's kind of turned its attention forward.
And I'm gonna do like I want to figure out. Okay, is that Epox? Is that Epox? That's what I want to do for this turn.
Okay, just kind of look. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
As your action.
Nine.
It's tough to say. There's no distinguishing feature at this point that would make you think it's Epox. The robes that he's kind of the were-rat are wearing are torn and tattered and disgusting. Could be a coincidence. Could be the same robes, but you didn't get a good enough look at them before.
I'm just gonna go.
I mean, I would have.
Epox? I'm gonna whisper,
Okay.
Epochs?
Okay. Anything else? Any move or bonus?
That's my turn.
Okay. Karn.
All right. I am going to go ahead and I want to take a look at both of the were-rats. I want to see if there's any visible scarring on the back of either one of them.
Okay. Go and give me a perception as well.
Right. Roll 20 will let me.
Being a little slow tonight. Oops.
That's a 4.
Okay. As a reminder, you all always have advantage at the beginning, or inspiration at the beginning of every session. But with that, with a 4, he's wearing robes. And it seems like under the robes, maybe some type of armor even on this one. So just based on like the kind of the angle you're at and stuff, you don't see any scars at this point.
Okay.
Anything else?
Well, that was going to be my action, but I'm going to go ahead and move forward a bit.
Okay.
And then just as a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the hilt of my Sunblade and ignite that.
Okay. Chime.
Chime is going to pull out her crossbow, and she's going to ready an action. If either of the were-rats makes a move towards any of the party, she's going to shoot.
Okay.
But she's not moving.
Gotcha. All right. That makes it the Yuan T turn next. One of them kind of, I think from your point of view, would just come out from behind some shelves with a scimitar at the ready, kind of avenging their fallen brother, and they are going to attack with their scimitar. 2 melee attacks on the one that has apparently downed its friend. First attack too high, and the were-rat ducks out of the way quickly. The second attack, a 17, which seemingly makes contact, but the steel itself doesn't penetrate the were-rat skin at all, and the contact, as it kind of starts to pierce into his armor, lets out this kind of devious smile directly at the Yuan T, and kind of leans into the blade itself a little bit. Suddenly a second Yuan T comes out with a bow and shoots 2 arrows directly at your were-rat friend. Or foe. We don't know, do we?
He's not my friend.
The first arrow flies too high and hits the wall with the sound of the second shot. Also just sails off, misses completely. This Yuan T seemingly nervous and seeing what happened to its friend, and it looks like it might even be shaking a bit. Ken, you're up next.
Okay. I'm actually going to come next to Karn and scream at the top of my lungs, "Stop this madness now!"
Is that directed towards anyone or just?
In the air, and I'm going to cast a spell, if I may.
Yeah.
Bane. Not to be confused with my favorite Batman baddie. Yeah. But it says here that up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range, 30-foot range, must make a charisma saving throw. Whenever a target that fails a saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, The target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from either attack, roll, or saving throw. And I'd like to cast it on this were-rat with red, the yuan-ti with orange, and the were-rat with green.
Got it. And spell save DC is 12. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. Were-rat in red fails its saving throw. Gonna have a little heart for Bane there. Were-rat in green succeeds on his saving throw, and yuan-ti in orange succeeds on their saving throw.
Well, that backfired.
Did it though? Anything else your turn?
Ready in action.
I think Bane was that an action? So you can't.
Yeah, it's an action, so I can't ready in action.
Correct.
Already a bonus action.
Okay. All right. It's back to the were-rats. And seemingly the other were-rat maybe got their life together a little bit and rushes up towards this other yuan-ti and is going to attack with its short sword. And just doesn't seem super adept at combat quite yet. Swinging wildly, no real like coordination. Doesn't seem like it's going great, but does get a second attack with the sword, which again just doesn't go well. Just completely misses. But the red were-rat seemingly coordinates a bit better. Moves up to surround this second yuan-ti and attacks it with its short sword once.
With advantage, it's flanking.
With advantage. But that still, this yuan-ti is like kind of in full defensive mode and ducking and dipping and diving and trying to dodge and misses the first attack. But then a second short sword attack comes in and that does in fact hit. Doing the tiniest bit of damage to it. With that, James, you're up next.
Okay. I'm gonna step up here. And I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and I'm gonna shoot the yuan-ti because I know that we don't like what they're doing, and since we're already here, might as well. But I'm gonna group up. So yeah. And yeah, that I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna magic it up yet. I'm just gonna shoot. So that is a 9.
That does not hit.
All right, so I'm gonna just reload and shoot again.
Okay.
24.
A 24 hits.
Piercing damage.
Excellent. Okay, and that's your. Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna say, mind your head. It's a car right in front of me.
Boosh. What?
All right. Karn.
All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and advance up this yuan-ti. And I'm going to make an attack with my Sunblade.
Okay.
It's going to be a one-handed attack. It's a 20.
A 20 hits.
All right. And that's for 14 radiant damage.
Oof. Good hit. Second attack?
Oh, yeah. This one is going to be with my regular longsword.
Okay.
And that's a 19.
19 hits.
And that's going to be for 9 slashing damage.
Nice.
Nice.
And that was typically, like, if you use your offhand weapon, that's a bonus action to attack with that. So you would get another attack with your Sunblade, typically.
All right. Well, you read my mind because that was going to be my next.
All right.
That's a 27.
Karn,
dude.
bringing the rolls tonight. I love it. All right. How much damage?
8 radiant.
I'm gonna look back in Chime. I'm gonna go, damn, he's getting comfortable with those swords in his hand.
We both look back and we both say in unison, "Damn!"
You both have to lean to the side at the same time.
Yeah, Tim, let's do it. Lean to your left. 1, 2. Damn! Other left. God, we're so loud. Okay, come on.
You want to try again?
No,
Okay.
Please no.
Chime, you're up.
Chime's gonna start shooting at the Yuan-Ti. Gonna stay still so we get steady aim, so that'll give advantage, and then that'll also give sneak. Maybe it would help if I pulled up my character sheet. My goodness, what am I doing? Okay.
It's been a week.
I know. That is a 26 to hit.
26 hits, yes.
And that is that a nat 20?
Nope.
I don't know. Whatever. It's 14 sneak and 5 piercing. So 19 total damage.
Oof. The arrow is just and this Yuan-Ti is looking rough. With its kind of human like torso, human arms, snake head, snake body, and it's already the equivalent of a snake of kneeling, like just in barely alive as it is. And anything else your turn?
I can't move. No.
Okay. The Yuan-Ti in the back is going to once again shoot 2 arrows at the one in red. Oh, wrong thing. Sorry. All right. Shoot. First attack pierces the armor just a bit. The arrow itself doesn't seem like it doesn't penetrate, doesn't hurt it at all. It seems once again like it has some type of magical protection, and still like takes a second shot. This one again goes to the armor and just hits the skin, doesn't seem to hurt it at all. The orange token Yuan-Ti shouts something at the one in red and begins to just attack with a scimitar, realizing that these rat creatures likely can't be hurt, and sees another target and is going to take 2 swings at Karn. First attack is a 22
That
for
hits.
9 slashing. Second attack is a 21
That
for
also hits.
7 slashing. And then you can kind of make out the red Yuan-Ti disappears behind some shelving after its attacks.
Damn it.
Ken, you're up.
I'm going after the red Yuan-Ti. I got 25 speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish I had a haste spell. Damn.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can dash and move more.
Yeah, let me dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So
Okay.
do I see him?
You do. You see him.
Okay.
Still in Yuan-Ti form.
Gotcha.
All right. The red were-rat looks directly at the green were-rat and just says in a raspy, kind of chilling voice, "Finish him. It is your kill." So the green one is going to attack with the short sword twice. Again, his hand shaking, seemingly nervous. First attack just a bit too high, but the second attack strikes true in the back of this Yuan Ti, piercing through him, and that last bit of life leaving the Yuan Ti as it slumps over, dead between the two were-rats. Otherwise, they don't do anything on their turn. James.
I'm going after the red one as well.
Okay.
Let's see. I've got 30 speed.
So you
I can get to there.
Fast.
Nice. And that was a dash.
That was a dash.
All right, Karn.
All right. Well, I am going to go after the red one as well.
You're not going to stick behind and protect Chime in case the were-rats turn on him?
Do you want this thing dead or not?
Good question. We don't know if they're friend or foe. I was planning on tackling the dude and holding him for questioning. Your call.
Yeah. On second thought, I am going to hang back, and I'd like to turn toward the were-rats and just ask, who the hell are you?
Okay. They're not going to respond to you quite yet. Chime.
Chime is going to take a few steps forward, and she's going to talk into the mind of the red token were-rat and say, neither of you move or I shoot. And then I'm going to ready an action that if either of them move, I shoot.
Okay. With that, it does look at you and open its mouth and like it makes that frightened or angry rodent face at you, but doesn't move. Okay. Sorry. That was Chime. Correct. Back to the red. Yuan Ti, who might be realizing now that it's cornered. But doesn't. It oh no, it's a medium snake. That doesn't work. That was poor planning on my part.
Nope,
never mind.
That's the game. Play it as it is.
It looks around kind of frantically for a place to escape. Realizes it doesn't have one. Pulls out its scimitar and rushes directly at James. James, it's 2 attacks coming right at you. First attack is a 15.
Hits.
For 7 slashing.
Okay.
Second attack is a crit.
Of course it hits. That's fine.
For 7 slashing. Dice are funny.
Dice are funny. They're so funny.
Sometimes infuriating.
Sometimes. And that is the
That's why
end
they're funny.
of its turn. Ken, you're up.
I'm going to rush around to right about there and do a divine smite, for a divine smite on the first attack and another great sword swing on a second attack on this dude who really should not have swung at James. That was a bad idea. So first, the great sword. Can I use my inspiration?
You can.
All right, is that an extra D4 or is that
advantage? That is, you get advantage on your roll. Typically you got to call it ahead of time, but it's fine. It's fine.
Sorry, I'll do that next time. 27 I assume will hit.
27 hits. Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, you already had advantage.
From what?
Because you're flanking.
Oh, because we're flanking. All right, so we'll ignore the inspiration then. And we'll take
because you said it afterwards anyways, didn't count.
Yeah. I'm not thinking for some reason. Divine Smite.
It's been a week.
This paladin is
it's been a week.
6th level. When you hit a creature with melee weapon, you can expand 1 spell slot to deal radiant damage. That deals the extra damage 2d8 for the first level plus 1d8 for each spell level. I think I'm on spell level 2, so 3d8.
So you're using a second level spell slot for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, then 3d8.
So 12 plus 18 is an even 30.
Oof.
Yugus.
Yeah, but that 18 is magic damage.
Radiant, yeah.
It is.
And the power of Duck Christ. Pow!
Oh my god.
The power of Duck Christ quack pills you.
And then 25 is my next swing for 12 slashing damage.
Also hits.
So a total of 42 damage.
42 damage. Yep.
How's he looking?
Rough. Pretty rough. The were-rats, on their turn, not moving, but one of them begins to kind of like transform in front of Chime and Karn's eyes, going from this hybrid part rat, part human form to a complete human form. And it is, in fact, a human that you recognize.
Dad?
Surprise.
You're back from getting those smokes, Dad.
It's Epox. Epox is it's me. It's me. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. We didn't have a choice.
I'm
I'll
shocked.
shoot you anyway.
No, wait.
I said I ought to, not I'm going to.
No, but hang on. There's a perfectly good explanation. So we're just
I'm
gonna
waiting for it.
swap out tokens there so it doesn't get confusing.
Epox is a woman?
No, that's just the commoner token. I'm not searching through for. I haven't customized art for Epox, or seems a bit unnecessary. But who knows? Never know. The other were-rat is just full of rage, kind of shaking and staring right at Chime right now. Just maybe you should put that bow down. No one needs to get hurt. And that's all they do for their turn. James, on to you.
Point blank crossbow to the face.
Okay.
I'm right behind him. Keep that in mind.
I hit the wrong button.
Dexterity saving throw. Mother!
I hit the wrong
That's
button.
dagger.
Hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Hit the wrong button.
Okay.
James.
All right. Crossbow to the face. 25.
Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, that hits.
4 piercing. Reload. Shoot again.
Okay.
Crit.
Woo!
Jeez.
That would be 13 piercing.
Oh, it's pretty shaken at its bottom part of its snake self. Not looking great at all after those 2 crossbow bolts. Looks a little woozy. Anything else your turn?
Nope.
Karn.
All right. Well, given that I could hear the were-rat in red kind of get a little testy with Chime, I'm gonna point one of my swords at Epox and say, "Okay, you stay right there, and I'd like to roll intimidation if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Do not be making any threats you're not ready to back up."
Damn! Oh, double crit!
And I apologize, my voice is kind of going out.
That's fine. Hey, what'd you roll?
I got a crit.
Double crit.
All right.
Count for something, yo.
So it's a 21. Because crits aren't automatic successes in 5e for skills. Just a reminder. But with that, the other were-rat, she's their sword, and just looks at you for a second, and then maybe some recognition in the eyes for just a second, but no words. Anything else your turn?
No, I'm just gonna look at the were-rat that's short sword and just say, that's better.
Right. Chime, your turn.
I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna lower the crossbow so I'm not like pointing it directly at him, but I still have it out.
Okay.
I don't want to ask. Okay. So who are you? We know that guy. Who are you? Are you Scars?
What do you know about Scars?
I know he's got this gem key, and Epox here said that a guy named Scars has it, and we need that gem key. You got a big shiny rock hanging around somewhere, buddy?
It's about the only response you get from now. And we're gonna go to this Yuan T's turn as we finish out combat. And realizing it's futile, now just looking to cause as much damage as possible, takes one swing at Ken and then a second swing at James with the scimitar. First swing at Ken is a 24.
Hits.
For 7 slashing.
Okay.
And then the swing at James is an 18.
Hits.
For 4 slashing. And just like what now you think of as the laughter or happiness of the tongue quickly going in and out of the mouth, the sound as the blood of both of you kind of coats a little bit of the scimitar. Ken, you're up.
I'd like to use my inspiration and grapple him with full Nelson, but also to be in a manner that allows me to hold my great sword to his neck.
Okay, let's do the grapple first. So that is going to be for you, athletics.
Okay.
And that's going to be opposed by an athletics check on their end.
I said inspiration, right? God dang it.
So you reach in to grab onto this and get it in a solid grapple, but it's surprisingly strong for maybe you underestimated it just the tiniest little bit, and it shrugs you off much like a grown man shrugging off a woman who is falling during a 3-legged race and thinking
I only heard a little bit of this story, but someone went to an event.
Oh, dude.
Okay. Okay. Quick aside.
Snaptiness.
Snaptiness was there.
He was there.
We did the Glean event for Glean, Kentucky, a charity we strongly support this weekend, and as part of that, they asked for participants in a 3-legged race. So our friend Chuck and I were on a team, and Tim's lovely wife Michelle and
Chuck's niece
were on the other team, and it was just the two of us competing. Right off the bat, it was kind of a shit show where Chuck and I our band tying our legs together snapped right off. we still tried to stay in sync the best we could, and we get to the end and there's a turn and you go back the way you came. And I mean, I think of Michelle as kind of a competitive person who would do kind of whatever it takes to win. So that was my mindset as we turned and we're going back, and Michelle reached out for me I thought to pull me back and to pull me down so that we would not get ahead of them and win. So, my days of youth sports came into effect, and the shrug to get an arm off you happened. Turns out she was not trying to pull me back. Turns out she was falling and was just trying not to fall. So I think that maybe exasperated the fall. And then they were declared the winners on a technicality because our leg thing broke. But it was,
everybody was fine. Nobody got hurt or anything. It was funny.
It was really funny. So
wow.
I'm sorry, Michelle. Next time, say I'm falling. So yes,
I'm falling.
Oh no!
Whose house is that?
This Yuan Ti just shrugs off your attempt at grappling it, Ken. All right. Back to our were-rats. As Chime has asked about a stone, and he's maybe a little fixated on Karn for now. All right. What's the stone do, and what do you want it for?
I don't think you really need to know that.
Seem to have forgotten where the stone is then. All right then, James, your turn.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and try and stab him in the face with my dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, I say, finish him.
I pull it out and I start to pull it up and I get really scared by that weird creepy voice that just happened, and then I finish my stab.
Okay.
So how about a 22?
22 hits.
4 piercing.
It is almost dead. It is so close to being dead.
Well, I'm gonna try and stab it again, and this time with inspiration.
Okay.
And I didn't need to use it. In fact, my second roll was nat 1, but my first roll was a 17 for 3 piercing.
Oh, and right between the shoulder blades is your second stab, and it slumps over, crumples down, defeated.
Fatality.
Oh, hey,
I
Road
get the
Dog.
point.
Welcome in, friend. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. All right.
All right,
With
Ken,
that
point is mine.
I think we're good to take out of combat. I think, unless anybody has an objection, and we will. Okay.
All right. Can I inspect the body of this Yuan Ti over here?
Yeah, sure.
Look for what's in its pockets, the quality of the scimitar it's using.
Okay. It's average quality scimitar. Nothing in its pockets, though.
Is this the first Yuan Ti that we've killed?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna pull out my nice thick leather gloves. I'm gonna carve just a tiny little notch in it with my dagger.
In the Yuan Ti?
No, my glove.
Okay.
I'm gonna counter
Gotcha.
marks, tick marks, little scratch.
So the epox is kind of just as worthless in the situation as you might expect. Just out of their element. Just like, hey man, like they came here looking for you, so like maybe listen what they have to say. And the red were-rat, for lack of a better term for now, I'm not likely to just give up treasure because somebody's nice. So what do you want it for?
Oh, I'm not nice. No, I want it so that I don't spill the beans about your buddy Epox over here being a cult leader.
Not seeing how that's my problem.
I mean, you all are buddies. He says you're his second in command. Won't that affect you?
He looks at Epox with kind of disturbed look for a second.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Tell me,
How it is.
what else has he told you?
Oh, plenty of lies.
A lot of bullshit.
Yes. Yeah.
I reckon that's between me and Epochs. So once again, if I give you this stone you're looking for, what's in it for me?
If I told you, I don't think you'd believe me.
Try me.
We'd be saving you from things that are a lot worse than a few random snake men in a warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen much worse than that. Fine. He focuses for a second, and shifts form from the human rat hybrid to a shirtless man who looks quite a bit like Karn. A scruffy beard on his face. The hair is longer, a little more unkempt. Pretty ripped upper torso, but and a couple of small scars here and there, kind of on the front and arms of his body. But as he kind of twists and turns, getting out of this were-rat shape, you notice two large scars parallel to one another on his back. And it looks directly at Karn and just, you look familiar. Have we met?
I can't say that we have, but I was going to say the same thing. Which brings me back to my earlier question. Who the hell are you?
Call me Scars. For he kind of turns his back towards you and just points. Obvious reasons.
Ooh, you're so edgy and deep.
Mind if I call
love
you
it.
Sabathiel instead?
God dang it.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. We'll stick with Scars then.
Where'd you hear that name?
Hang on, quick out of character. What is the name of the snake? Angel?
Oh,
It was Coatls. What's his name?
hold on.
That was
Let me look. It's Idra.
Idrur?
Yeah, IDRUR.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Idra.
Buddy of mine. You may know him. Idrur?
his expression is probably of confusion more than anything.
Yeah, he invited us over for tea.
On another plane of existence, Dad?
Oh, it's because we, helped fight off some demons at his front door. You're welcome.
So, Scars, are you the father?
Dad?
Where are you
Daddy?
from?
Ugh, I don't like the way I said that.
Yeah, please don't ever say that again. Ever. Ever.
Welcome to
Ever.
being a woman on Twitch.
Ever.
We've already got clean audio of it.
And
Somebody clip that. That's just all we're gonna
Oh,
play.
I'm on it.
This
oh, fuck.
channel is now just him saying "Daddy."
Oh my god.
Followed with the Owen Wilson. Wow.
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 And so James just pulls out his dagger and stabs himself in the heart. Good night, everybody.
A hell of a way to go.
He looks at all of you. Looks at Epochs. Looks at you all again.
I'm gonna wave at him next time he looks at me.
Hello.
He looks at Epochs and just says, "The fuck out of here. I'll deal with you later. Go." Epochs runs out like a dog with his tail between its legs.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah.
No, now get.
You don't get hired.
So it seems you're doing some traveling, huh?
Some,
You can call it that.
A
Some
little
long
bit.
distance, some short distance.
Kind of dropping a lot on me at once. Okay. I'll
Let's
play
get a
along.
beer.
Let's just say time is not in our favor.
Well, I got questions. So,
No shit.
Easy.
So do we.
well, then let's have this conversation, shall we? What do you want to know first?
Well, for one, are we right in calling you Sabathiel?
I don't go by that name anymore. I lost it.
I'm
You-
very sad for you. Care to explain why, Edgelord?
I don't like you. I don't like your tone, so no.
It's okay. I don't really like you either.
Oh, that's a shock. Yeah, I'm Sabathiel. I used to be. And no, I don't care about telling you right now. Sounds like
I
you
have
were
an
interested in
idea.
getting some stone, right?
Hey, sorry to interrupt everybody. I have an idea.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's clear everybody here is a little stressed out, so I want to bring the temperature of the room down. And I recommend we all talk about this over crabs and beer.
The only issue with that is we might run into epochs there.
We'll tell them to get again.
I don't think this is a conversation we can have out in the open, Ken. I'm really sorry. Maybe-
Fine.
Maybe
Ken
after
storms-
this.
Ken storms off.
Hey, duck.
Nobody calls me. Well, yes, they do. What do you mean?
He points off to a corner of the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of casks of ale. Make yourself useful. Bring one over.
All right, and he's actually going to bring the entire cask over.
Okay.
Do I have to roll strength check for that?
No, you don't.
Okay.
It just takes you a few minutes to bring it.
Yeah, then he gets tired and puts it on the ground and rolls it.
It's way smarter. All right. Where do we start?
Filling a pint, I guess. Here, I'll tip it. You grab a tankard.
He gets a few tankards out and fills up several with ale.
And Ken passes him around and quaffs a full tankard and fills his tankard up again.
Time's drinking real quick, too.
Yeah, Karn is just downing this tankard.
I'm just sipping and nursing the beer.
All right. Let's
So-
get this over with.
You say you lost. You don't go by that name anymore. You lost it. What happened to you?
Well, I think I just mentioned I don't really have much of a inclination to get into that part of it. Especially with the looks over and motions to Chime. I really appreciate the attitude.
Oh, I can get so much worse, you asshole.
Oh,
And Ken whispers over his shoulder, saying, "She really can."
that's fine. What are you going to do? Chastise me for abandoning my family? Because, well, I'm a pot, you're a kettle.
Me?
Looks around. Don't see anyone else here to be talking to about that, do I?
Chime
Okay.
is she's throwing hands.
I'm getting up and I'm walking towards Chime. I'm gonna go. Okay, let's go. Let's just go for a quick walk. And
no.
no,
He wants
we're
to
gonna-
say something about my family. He can say it to my face, and then I can put my fist in his face.
I'm getting.
Card,
ready-
I'm about to hit the fuck out of your dad.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna put one hand on Chime's shoulder, and just look straight at Sabathiel and say, "That was uncalled for." And on the subject of family, yours is right here. So sit the fuck down and answer some questions, because I've got 20-something years worth of them.
He sits next to the cask and fills his tankard up again. Takes a long draw. Thought time was of the essence here, but what you got?
Okay, first of all, if you are Sabathiel, what do you realize who I am?
Got an idea.
Then illuminate me.
Sometimes in my previous life, I'd make little trips to your plane. You'd tell the big guys it was to help protect humanity or dwarven kind or whoever was in trouble at the time. And we do it. Do our mission. Find a reason to hang out. You know, better beer on this plane. At one point I was just, hanging out. And I saw her. There's a lot of angels where I'm from. Like actual, honest angels. They didn't hold a candle to her. She was beautiful. She was smart. She had a laugh and fill up a
And
tavern.
taps him on the shoulder, and gives him another tankard of beer.
He just drains the whole thing. That woman. I was willing to give up everything for her. Right then and there. Spent months together. I'd have to go back every once in a while, but, well.
Ken taps him on the shoulder again, gives him another tankard of beer.
He looks at it, and this time just takes a sip and holds a hand up. I appreciate
I'm gonna
it.
connect with Ken. Don't get him too drunk. I want him to feel when I hurt him.
Anyway, she was amazing. I was gonna give up everything. It's gonna be immortal for her. She told me not to. If the world needed me, protect them. That she was fine. Well, if I have to explain this to you, then, well, I don't know what to tell you, buddy, but at some point you came along. But you took her from me when you did. Couldn't bear to see you. So I did what I thought was best. Dropped you off at a monastery. Cute little bassinet, a blanket and a note. Never looked back. Wasn't right, but I hated you. It's not your fault. I know that. I carried that hate with me for a long time. I went back to my own plane. It wasn't the same. I was angry. I was hateful.
Was.
He drinks the rest of that tankard. Holds
Ken
it out for
taps him
Ken.
on the shoulder.
Just
Yeah,
holds it
Ken
out
taps
for
him
you.
on the shoulder and fills it one more time, and then holds his out the clink.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right, Bird, you're right. Still hateful. Still angry. But I know it's not your fault. Well, at some point, I'm not proud of it. I lost my status. Was shunned. As part of that, we lose two things. Well, we lose a lot. I lost my wings, and therefore most of my powers. Can someone shut this fucking duck up?
So sorry. I'll be right back. Ken leaves. And he's gonna go actually look for whiskey now and some shot glass.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him, and I'm gonna ask him, "Hey, you got a spell slot left for that locate object?"
Fuck yeah, I do.
Okay.
And yeah, we go back to the. So he keeps talking. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. All good. Okay. But so I lost my wings and lost my name. I have to just put here of all places. Now I'm just trying to squeak by in existence.
As a were-rat.
Well,
Squeak by.
I'm glad someone got it. Sometimes opportunities present themselves. Make the best of them, right?
So what you're telling me is pretty much everything that we were told by your assistant on your plane was a lie. You never cared for me.
He's a good friend.
Okay, Karn. You know what? I'm going to hit him once for my family. I'm going to hit him another time for you. Okay? Are you ready? I'm ready. Chime she's coming for him. She's coming.
You take a swing, and I'll give you the same curse I have. Worth it?
She doesn't got wings.
Thanks for pointing that out, Ken. That's the thing I'm sensitive about.
Okay. You know what? I deserve them both.
Yeah.
Go
you
ahead.
do. You ready?
Do it.
Okay. What do you want me to roll, Donald?
Just an attack roll.
Just an attack roll.
Would it be with advantage since he's not resisting, or if he's not resisting?
Sure, you can have advantage.
Okay. Just a d20 because I don't have unarmed strike on my sheet.
Yep, just d20. Add your dex modifier.
Well,
well, that's the first roll. My dex is. Hold on, my dex is good. +3, so that's an 11 for the first. No, geez, that's a 9 for the first one.
Okay. It doesn't seem like he is like trying to dodge you, but just this kind of years of instincts and natural just training that he has had. You come in with a hard swing, and right before it connects, he just like dips back a little bit, and you're
like a flinch.
Yeah, basically, and well, not even like a flinch, like it's a planned dodge, just last second, just instinctual. But not like he's afraid of it. Just that's the muscle memory is there. That's what you do. And you can actually like feel just the whiskers of his beard against the back of your hand as your fist just barely misses the first attack. And he just looks at you. That's one. You can do better.
It's like when the Ginyu Force is trying to attack Goku and he just stood there and their hands like through his head because he was dodging so fast.
Nice call. Nice.
Second one is a
Deep dive. That's
17.
17. Your second one makes solid contact right in the jaw. Roll damage.
What do you want me to roll for that?
D4. Actually, it's a D2.
1.
Okay. You just without the training, without like the real expertise on how to throw like a solid punch, it's more of a glancing one, and his head kind of moves back a little bit, but it doesn't look like he actually suffered any damage at all. Doesn't even like rub the spot. He just looks at you. You feel better?
No.
What do you want?
Damn in the groin.
I would love to do that.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
I would love to do that, but I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to tell you the truth, and it's that you are awful. You're an awful person, and you take it out on everyone around you. You have no idea who this guy is. You're not his family. We're his family. Fuck you.
He reaches over to the cask, fills his tankard up again.
I want to slap it out of his hand.
Okay. Go and roll an attack roll again.
Okay. Advantage?
Advantage.
Okay. Jesus Christ. 11.
Yeah, with an 11. He's not really trying, and he's had several drinks so far tonight. You just smack it out of his hand. And he looks at you again. This isn't about you. This is about me and Karn. If Karn has something to say, he can say it.
I'm just going to look him right in the eye and say, I don't know if you know or even care, but I came to this land looking for you. I died and came back to life looking for you. And does that mean anything to you?
You won't believe me, but it does. He reaches into a pocket and pulls out some dirty cloth and slowly unwraps it and hands over a stone, looking just like the stone you've been looking for.
He feels another tap on his shoulder, and it's Ken offering to fill his tankard.
His tankard's now on the ground, several feet away.
Yeah, I'd like to pick it up, fill it up, and give it back to him.
he just says, "No thanks."
And Ken claps it.
Extends the hand out with the stone.
Good.
But as your friend already mentioned, you didn't come here looking for me. You came here looking for the stone. Here it is.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you.
It's a shame. I've never known anybody who was looking for more than one thing at a time. Weird how that goes. You guys ready?
I'd like to search these Yuan Ti bodies on the ground for anything on them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay. That is a 6.
Okay. You find the scimitars. Their armor is pretty destroyed and worthless from the fight that's happened. Otherwise, they don't seem to be carrying anything that you recognize as valuable on them.
There.
So that's it then. You get the stone and leave.
Not necessarily.
Takes after his dad.
I'm going to look him in the eye again, ask. Honest question. What would it take to restore you to the place, to restore you back to your divine self?
He shakes his head. Nothing I'm aware of.
Maybe that's for the best. And I'm going to ignite the Sunblade and just say, since I came back, I can barely do anything related to what I inherited from you. As far as I can tell, basically channeling stuff through this hilt or through a sword is about the only thing I can do. But I don't know where that power is coming from anymore, but it's definitely not coming from this broken down, bitter shell of whatever the hell you are now.
No. I was never the strong one. Uh-oh.
We lost Ryan.
We lost.
Oh, that
He was starting to glitch out there at the end, and that looks like his connection.
Okay. I do have a... Screen?
Just slight visual glitchy at the end.
Damn it, that would
until you just disconnected.
Dramatic speech too.
Okay. Just real quick, we're going to fix who's where.
We did hear your whole speech. That's
And I was about to reply to you, but I'm just fixing. There we go. Nope, that's wrong. I had it right before. There we go. No, that's wrong. It's not swapping you two. There we go. Yay! Nope. No, nope, that's wrong.
There it goes. No.
Okay.
What the heck?
No, that's right.
Okay, now that's right.
That's right.
Hey.
Hey. Okay.
Hey.
There we go. Okay. Okay, so you have your speech about your powers. He looks at you, kind of chuckles. You got that from your mom. She was always stronger, more determined. I was just looking for a good time, and she was always wanting to save the world. She thought I was stronger, but we see how that's turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karn, if you don't mind sticking around, I don't want to say the rest of this around some of these people.
She flips him off.
So Ken, as you're searching,
I rolled a 4 in investigation. So
you think this is probably like an alchemy storage area and maybe like some confiscated supplies that someone has put here, but nothing looks particularly valuable. Most of the stuff looks like it's maybe alchemy ingredients, and you don't know the first thing you're looking for. So
Okay.
nothing's. But there's also random bits of alcohol and some food and stuff. And then James, you're able to hide those bodies in a box without not too many issues.
Last thing, I'd like to look for a false wall or panel, some kind of trap door, hidden closet or something.
Where?
Along the walls, all 4 walls.
That would take you quite a bit of time. Do you want to take that time to do it?
He wants us to leave now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll just leave now.
Okay. Karn, you take it behind?
Yeah.
I do care about you. And I do want to make this better. Let me know what I can do. I know you're wanted in this city. So, this is always a home for you. And I know the weird following thing, it's not right. But you give me the word and I'll stop it. Your mom was my moral compass for a long time. I got a feeling you might be it now for me. And if you want nothing to do with me.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, I think you're glitching out again. Maybe.
Who's glitching out?
I thought Ryan was, maybe not. Okay. Either way, I'll be here. Just let me know what you need.
We're not done here. There will be more discussions. I'm coming back for that. But in the meantime, you need to let these people out of this cult. It's not right what you're doing. And also,
Such a cliffhanger.
Oh my god.
And also, okay. I got my screen ready. And also, we're all just, there it is.
I do not know what's going on with my internet connection tonight.
Let's
Whoever's streaming, tell them to stop for half an hour.
let's fix this, and then we'll fix
McDonald's stop
this.
streaming for a half an hour.
Yeah, not you.
The last thing we heard was "and also."
No, I was saying, and also, for the love of the gods, why did you pick epochs to run this cult? I mean, the men's stories are as flimsy as can be.
Okay. There's a couple of things going on here. I can't just disband the cult. The cult is a front for others like me. Like, and he like
Deadbeat dads.
the other with my curse.
Assholes.
John wants to give Ken a high five.
Y'all are not part of this conversation, so
Damn it.
We're just whispering to each other in the background.
We're like Statler and Waldorf at the Muppet Opera.
Setting them out without training and discipline wouldn't be right.
Wait, there are others like you.
Several. And Epoch's, he had a story and it worked. So, you know, you gotta make do with what you got, right?
All right, I'd like to whisper to Chime.
Hey, quick, give me a silver coin.
You gonna do what I think you're gonna do?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Okay, yeah. She hands over like a whole handful. Very
And
uncharacteristic
He
of
just
her.
takes one and just kind of throws it at the back of Sabathiel's head.
Let's see. You are
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
40
6.
feet away.
I've thrown coins from 40 feet away at a wedding. Come on.
Okay, you roll.
No,
an
he's
attack
not.
roll.
He's throwing, not rolling.
Rolling or throwing?
Joke. It was a
I am
joke.
Okay.
throwing this. Oh wait, Karn's in
Yeah,
front of me.
He's
Shit.
throwing,
Yep.
not rolling.
Go ahead. Roll an attack roll.
Oh,
No,
Roll
he's
what?
throwing, not rolling.
D20.
God damn it! I can't hear the man. What did you say?
D20.
Okay. This is really gonna suck.
You have inspiration.
No, I already used it. 14.
Oh.
Okay. You toss a silver coin and he sees it coming from 40 feet away and just dodges out of the way for a second as it clinks further behind Joel.
Sorry, we're playing coins, quarters.
If you come back, I would ask you not bring them with you. I would
Jen's
like
running
to.
off to go and recover the piece of silver.
I would like to actually have a conversation with you and get to know you at some point, but I don't think they're going to make it possible.
'Cause he's an asshole.
Huge one.
let me ask you this. I mean, there's not a lot I can do about the peanut gallery here, but if there are others like you, is this related to Dragonbane's campaign against the gods?
The ones like me. Are you asking if Dragonbane's part of it, or are we set up to fight against Dragonbane?
I'm asking if he's a part of it, because he seems to be hell-bent on killing or corrupting anything godlike, and now you're telling me there's an underground cult full of fallen gods.
Oh, no, sorry. The cult isn't of fallen gods. The cult is of were-rats. No, my condition has nothing to do with Dragonbane.
Okay. The ambiguous phrasing
Yes.
made me a little bit.
And the peanut gallery who decides to constantly crack jokes and get us off track.
Don't mention it.
But I'm glad you came.
Guys, we really should let Donald do his thing.
One last question for you. And this is a purely selfish one. When I died, everything celestial about me was ripped apart. It was basically used to more or less power Dragonbane's entry into into the celestial plane. Is that part of me completely gone?
Probably. Maybe. So you're saying Dragonbane used my half of you to gain access to the planes?
Pretty much. He pretty much collected... After I died, he pretty much collected my soul, separated out the celestial part of it, left the human part of me to suffer in a hellscape for 3 years. What seemed to be 3 years for me, and then when I was brought back, it was only with the human part of me. The celestial part he used to force his way into the celestial plane.
I'll look into it. I feel like we can get it back if you want it back. But you don't want to be like me. You're on the right path, Karn.
I don't want to be like you. I want to be better.
Well, you already are. But
Also,
I've got friends. They can get this information. Come back in a couple days.
Okay. One last thing. The gem key that you handed over to us. The door that it opens. Do you know where that leads?
Not a clue. I looted this one from the Temple of Piaget. Back when there were the riots and the confusion when Dragonbane took out. Just thought it was valuable. Seems like I had it for a better purpose anyway.
When we return, how do I find you? I'm going to assume you're probably not sticking around here. What with the 3 dead snake men?
Oh, we'll make them disappear. No one knew they were here. They actually look pretty tasty.
Hey, Karn, ask him what the reason Epochs and the snake people have, what business they got together.
What the duck said.
It's business between Epochs and the snake people. What business?
Why the hell are they bowling the warehouse? What the fuck was going on?
Oh. Well, with the sewers shut down, we need a new home. This warehouse is abandoned. Not sure who owned it or owns it, but these snake people were just guarding it, and I had them unguarded.
Okay, squatters, got it.
It's good seeing you, Karn. I feel like your family's anxious for you to join up with them. I'll talk to you in a couple days.
All right. Just one word of advice, because I don't know how long you've been cast down and mortal, but this is a warehouse. You're really going to want to install some sort of latrine in here. And with that, I walk off.
All right. Where y'all headed now?
Let's kind of look out the window and make sure the coast is clear, because we're wanted people here. I'd like to check the window.
Okay, kind of peek out. It's evening at the docks. No new ships have come in as far as you can tell, and it seems to be clear right now.
All right.
Cloak up as much as I can.
Okay.
And try and sneak around the corner where the cart was and see if Epox is still there. Or if Epox is there with the cart, or if the cart's still there at all.
The cart is not there, and neither is Epox.
I think
That tracks.
I'm thinking we might need to make camp here, guys.
I don't think it's good for us to stay out in the open. Do you think maybe we should go back to Mostep?
We're not really good at making friends in this town.
Do you
Most
think
that's the closest thing we have to a friend in this town.
Except for the Howard's Duck Inn, if it even is still standing.
Problem is, I feel like that's the first place they'd look for us.
Yeah.
I don't think we can risk it.
I don't think so either. I just wanted to make sure.
What about back in the sewers?
Those are barred off.
Damn it. Wait, that's for a university.
Hello, Yeet Boys. Thank you for the typo.
I vote we go to Mostep.
All right, cloak up.
I agree. Can't go to the university. It's right in the middle of all the...
Also, it's no longer a university.
What's
It's
it
part
called?
of the what do they call it? The something district.
I think it was like
The
the
Knowledge District.
Yes,
You
thank
know
you.
what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the place that's crawling with Yuan-Ti more than any place else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you should you're gonna head to Mosteps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone give me a stealth check. As you're trying to like cloak up and make your way kind of quietly.
Well,
16.
23.
28.
And
Okay. So kind of working together, every once in a while, James might walk kind of out to a major intersection without not like checking it, but not paying attention to where the lights are, and would maybe avoid a crowded marketplace accidentally. Chime especially has the experience to, if you're trying to be incognito in a city, helps guide everyone, and James Moon needs the most help, but as a group, you're able to make it through the city without really any suspicion, and you make your way to the Flock and Key, where Mostep and lights are on the inside.
Before we go in, can we kind of sit at Chime, kind of talk to her using telepathy, saying,
The nature of whatever it is, whatever agreement you and Mostep has, does that put your life in danger?
No, I don't think so. Honestly, I'll probably need to tell you all whenever the time is right, I guess.
All right, you know we're here to help.
and that's coming from Ken.
all right.
I mean-
sorry, go ahead.
I mean, if you want to know now, I don't think I mind to tell you.
No, I'm not nosy like that. I'm just concerned. A need to know basis is fair. I'll trust your judgment.
I mean, I'm curious, just need to know, seeing you say we're on a need to know basis, but Chime seems to be primed to tell.
Yeah, and I'm always ready to help as when it seems right.
Okay. The first favor that he asked is that whatever we find behind the gem key door at Gracetown, he wants to study it. He emphasized that the possession does not leave us at all. Honestly, I was planning on giving him maybe a day at most with it. I don't know what else he has to ask of me, but that's the first one.
I was honestly expecting a lot worse.
Yeah, that's odd. Something's not right here. Well, whatever. We're not really good at making a network, if you will.
Well,
So what does that mean then? Does he come with us?
No, I
I
wasn't gonna let him.
How do we even know that what's behind the door is tangible?
We don't.
so we're in agreement. If there's nothing tangible, we just come back and say that the real treasure was the friendships we made along the way.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'll tell him that.
Please do. Thank you so much for the follow, Yeet Boys. Appreciate that.
All right. Let's go see what this...
Sorry, what I want to say is a little too offensive, but
this foppish bird dude has to say.
All right. So into Flock and Key you go.
Yep.
All right. The door opens. Behind the counter, there is a gnome with large goggles over their face, tinkering with a lock. As the door opens and the four of you walk in, he just looks up for a second and looks down and goes back to working on his lock.
Hey, everybody.
Can we speak with the manager, please?
Yeah, that's my friend Karen.
He just doesn't even look up and just points to the door that you've been through a couple other times that leads into the main manor or so.
Okay, appreciate it. Didn't know if we were just supposed to just run back there or not. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, I leave a silver coin on the table as I walk away.
So,
As we walk past him, I just want to lean over and whisper, I just meant to apologize for all the shenanigans with the display locks from the first time we were here.
He just looks up and goes, thanks. And back to working on it.
and then as I hear Karn say that, I'm putting my hands in my pockets again. Shame.
All right. You make your way back to kind of the sitting room of Flock and Key, which, do I still have the map for that up? I do. And there's Mostep sitting in a very comfortable, cushy chair in the hallway. Another book in his hand, looking down, looks up at the four of you, a slight smile on his face. Oh, hi there, darlings. I'm so glad you made it back all in one piece. Tell me, how'd your exploring the city go?
It went pretty well, actually. Thank you for the advice.
We're not dead
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, I would never send you into danger.
It's not you I'm most worried about at the moment. That probably makes you feel better.
Oh, anything you say to me makes me feel better, the darling. Now, I'm sure you're back here for a reason. You be gonna play games, or you just want to tell me what that reason is?
We need a place to stay.
Just tonight. After this, we can get out of the city and we've got everything we need.
I'll wash your dishes.
Oh, well, I have people for that, dear, but you always have a home with me. I do hope that we have a little modicum of trust now, at least, that I am not out to have you killed or hurt.
Fair enough.
But yeah, of course. Now we do have a guest room. There's 2 beds in there. But I'm sure we can find a place for y'all to sleep tonight. That should not be an issue.
Dibs on the floor.
Sorry, we have to point out that we have the old character tokens up now with the old art. So as you're watching stream, we'll kind of have both sets of art up until I get everything finalized, which probably won't happen for a long time because I forget. But Eat Boys, to answer your question in chat, how to make a real-time battle system in a tabletop RPG, that is not something that I've ever done. Real-time is really tough because tabletop is usually a turn-based. And making real-time for something like that, I would maybe look at dexterity board games that require dice rolling, so maybe something along those lines. That's kind of what I would suggest. I don't know, players, you'll have any thoughts on a real-time battle system?
Command and Conquer, Red Alert, StarCraft.
Well, for tabletop role-playing.
Yeah, I've never done it in a tabletop environment.
Yeah. Actual guns, just in the forest.
No.
Please, no.
Just kidding. He was just kidding. Please say you're just kidding.
In general, just never listen to.
Kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, never listen to my authority. I don't have any education. Let's go on. Move on.
Not RPG, but there is that really fun board game. Was it Captain Sonar?
Captain Sonar.
That is a real-time strategy. It's just not a role-playing game.
Yeah, something like that. If you look up videos for Captain Sonar, that's a submarine battle game that's real time. It is team based. That's something else I might suggest, but I do think like dexterity with like really quick dice rolls or picking up pieces or something like that would be my suggestion on how to start at least. But really, if you're playing a game, you make up the rules. Rules are just guidelines, and you just do whatever makes you happy. All right, y'all gonna cram into the guest room, all 4 of you? And most of it does. Now, of course, I do have probably the most comfortable bed in all of Brownstone, and I got room for 1, 2, 3. I bet we could make 4 work. If any of y'all are just the tiniest bit.
We're good. We're going to this room.
I don't know. It sounds really comfortable, Ken.
It probably is the softest bed in all of Brownstone.
Thank you for your hospitality this evening. I will just crash with my friends. Thank you.
Oh, well, Chom, you sound a little interested. Well, I'll keep a spot waiting for you, dear.
Thanks, Mustang.
Oh, anytime, my darling. Well, are you all turning already, or do we need to talk a little more?
Yeah, I do have a few questions to ask you.
Oh, please, have a seat.
Sure.
And
do you need something to drink?
I've had a lot to drink today.
Oh, is that what I smell?
Yeah, Dex, we can smell sometimes. Sorry. Right,
I was referring to the booze.
Oh. Anyway, how did you know to send us north to where we ended up?
I don't think you always want to hear me, but what I do now, there is some personal gain, of course, because we have to keep up appearances. But I take care of my people, and in turn, my people give me information. Now, normally, I can sell that information, but as you might be aware, I gave it to you for a very reasonable price.
Right. I feel like there's a catch. What information could we possibly have that interests you?
Oh, honey, it's not the information you have.
Hmm.
Your, how to put this delicately?
Are we pawns in some kind of game for you?
Oh, dearie, you would never be a pawn. Oh, someday if I had the opportunity, I would make you my king.
If a duck could blush.
Now,
But unfortunately, can only pawn in game of life.
oh, Mongo. You know that we in the lock business here. Sometimes with a lock, it takes a delicate touch. And he kind of reaches into his clothes and pulls out a very fine set of lock picks. Notice how delicate and tiny these are. They manipulate the lock just as needed. A slight touch, a gentle turn, and all of a sudden, your entryway is open. Now, sometimes those locks, they get rusted, and sometimes they just don't want to cooperate. And sometimes these lockpicks, they won't do a damn bit of good against that. In that case, you gotta just bust the whole door down, and you start all over. Well, you know what you're best at, don't you?
I break doors.
You
I
break
know
down. You break down doors.
Hmm.
And I need you. I need you to help me start all over. What Dragonbane's doing. The way these people are suffering. I need your help. Or we can start this continent over. We can make everyone's life fair. We can give them the fair shake they all desire. That's why I need you. So every once in a while, I'll give you a little tidbit for free. And of course, I'll be hoping for a little favor back. But, well, just remember that bed. It's got plenty of room. Nights get awfully cold sometimes.
Ken sighs and looks to the others.
No, not doing it.
I like that Chili Pie called it a snuggle puddle.
And you should have said queen. It would have been a lot funnier, but no.
Oh, I think he recognizes that Ken would feel insulted by that. At least that's in his mind. Ken would want to be called a king.
I was disappointed in describing the lockpicks in the lock. You didn't say a soft tumble.
That'd have been good. I think it's a pretty good place to end our stream today. So we'll be back again with our next episode of KFD&D on October 12th. As I mentioned at the top of the stream, we're going to have some major news for Givers and Gamers 2.3. We'll have that released officially October 1st, maybe, possibly, hopefully. So you're going to hear it from us on October 4th on our first stream after that. If you're in the area, next weekend we will be at Sin City Con in Cincinnati, Ohio, October 7th, 8th, and 9th. Going to be representing Givers and Gamers there, trying to get people registered, and we'll announce registration on our next stream on October 4th, trying to get people registered to fundraise for Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass as part of Givers and Gamers 2.3. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is to support that charity. This is just a hobby for us. We kind of hang out, have fun, and our real passion is in bettering our community. So that's what I got for that. Thank you all for playing tonight. Thank everyone in chat for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. Let's see, who shall we raid? We got lots of people streaming. Let's go to Ace Penguin Herder. She's streaming Return to Monkey Island, and Monkey Island games are good times. And we want to make sure we're supporting some other small streamers. So make sure if you haven't, toss a follow, say hi in chat. If you're a subscriber, use our raid emote, which is Ray with her name with a D on it, because her name's Ray and she's a dog and she's cute. I can't think of chat, so it's fine. Let me get that going and we will end it. I've lost my windows. I'm just a mess today. Oh, because I don't have the right. There it is. It's in that tab. Alrighty. Ace Penguin Herder. Monkey Island. All right, y'all. So, oh, Ray's asleep. Good for her. Good for her. All right. Again, we'll be back October 4th for the Kentucky Fried Dice stream. Next KFD&D stream will be October 12th. We hope to see you all then. Have a wonderful night, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.